Have you been shunned by family or close friends? I have so many different things to tell you today on Earth 1111. Hi, it's Roxanne. This is Earth 1111. I've been on the ascension path for close to 20 years, so I've been through it all, and I'm ready to help you guys out on your journey. So please make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can check out all of my other videos, hundreds of my videos over the last 3 years, and blog posts on my brand new website, earth1111.com. This video is for everyone that's been shunned by family and friends. Family is one of those things that issues with family can really hit hard. Family is at that root, that core trauma, a lot of our issues in our life. So when family and close friends ditch us or really shun us and act like we are, not important enough to hang out with, or they're literally scared to be around us because we haven't taken the shots, it's more than that. Your life, you're being guided into the future. And certain people aren't meant to come with you on that journey right now. We are meant to really change our lives. And if you're watching this video, of course, you are someone who's already on the path of discovery and seeking your authentic self and the universe. So because we're so spread out around the world to amplify the most light, most of us don't really have anyone in our family or in our circle of friends that is like us. And so it really is a lonely path for a while during ascension, especially right now, because we are really being pushed and guided into those new timelines. And people that haven't done their inner work, people that are living by programs, just won't be in those timelines. And so, the hardest part of really ascension is the cutting ties and letting go of certain family members or friends or, identities of ourselves, old routines, right? Our old life, our old house, everything. Sometimes we just have to let go of all of that. It's not fun, right? It's the hardest part about the inner journey. But we have to realize that where we are going right now, where we are headed, other people simply won't get there. Or it might take them quite a few years to get there. So don't think of, cutting ties with family or friends as being a forever thing. For some it could be. But a lot of people will eventually have their own awakening and start pursuing their own path, right? We are all meant to do that right now. We are in ascension timelines, which means you don't get the easy way anymore, right? We are no longer in a third dimensional plane of reality. We are now in multidimensionality, which means you get back instantaneously what you give out. So those people that are still flopping around in dense timelines in fear are going to be seeing their fears expressed and amplified in the world. So what you resist persists. So anything that is your greatest fear will be shown to you in order to resolve that trauma. Fears are not organic, okay? Fears are something that has been, a blockage has created in your system, and now you act a certain way, fearful of a certain outcome or a certain, thing or situation, right? So then we constantly live our life according to these fears. We avoid feeling that fear. We avoid things because we don't want to be in that emotion or in that place that we fear. And so we live our life literally by these fears instead of being able to live our life moving towards what we want. We spend our time avoiding what we don't want. So you're really going in circles because you're not actually heading towards anything productive or where you want to be. You're just kind of running around chasing your tail, making sure that you don't get bit. So when we are shunned by family, of course, that can be one of our core traumas that can really hit us deep within the heart. I know myself, I've had, of course, a lot of family trauma to deal with on both sides. And of course, childhood issues and this and that, right? So we come into these families to heal that dynamic, to heal those traumas in that family lineage. So that's why you came into that family. So of course, we're not going to be anything like them. And right now, a lot of family members and friends are pressuring people to conform, to what they believe is true or whatever. But remember, those people are not seeing the bigger picture. Those people are not leading the world into a new paradigm. Those people and those family members have no clue what's coming. Okay, but you do. You are a pioneer of these new energies, which are going to recreate the entire world. And so we can't play by their games, right? We can't worry about losing friendships, losing family members, losing that connection right now, because we have a mission to do. And where you are headed in the future, those people really aren't going to be there yet, because you are the one blasting through, creating the new path. Right? It's kind of like someone walking through a jungle for the first time, and other people, after you make that path, other people can follow. So we need to be the way showers. So of course, being shunned by family and friends is, devastating. You feel like you're in high school again, or you feel like you're a kid again, being bullied, or being made fun of, or being excluded, right? No one wants that. But a good way to observe the situation is to observe it for what it is. So a bunch of teenagers acting in their programming, acting out their fears. So after many years of me, being the victim and, always feeling that I'm, the black sheep of the family, no one wants me around, blah, 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 right? All these things we tell ourselves. But the moment that I stopped worrying about fitting in with my family was the moment that I started becoming my true authentic self. And now I realize that I can lead my family, be the way shower for when things really ramp up more. Right now with the eclipse portal, there is going to be a lot of doors closing, sharp doors, right? Shocking changes. So it's going to be an amped up time, and you don't want to be in those timelines. You don't want to be around family trying to explain yourself. You don't want to be around friends trying to, explain what's going on in the world, right? No one needs that right now. Right? We don't need people to question our beliefs. We don't need people to question where we're coming from. We know where we're coming from. We're coming from our connection to source. We know what's going on, right? We don't need to be questioned. We don't need to be pressured or, told off or argued with, right? If you were to hang out with those people that are really not on the same page as you, especially family, right? Being around family really triggers those deepest, darkest wounds, right, of our inner child. So think about it. If you were to hang out with your family on the holidays, or your family that really doesn't see eye to eye with you, would you enjoy yourself, or would you be constantly having to shut your mouth and not speak your truth? Or would you be constantly just on the edge, or, bickering with people, or trying to get people to wake up? It's not fun. You deserve better than that. You deserve more than that. So if you were to spend the whole day with someone, or the whole weekend with family, and you spend the whole time, being quiet and not speaking your truth, you are creating a blockage within yourself. And now it's going to take you hours, days, or weeks to unlodge the blockage from closing your throat because you didn't speak up, or closing your heart because you had to live inauthentically just to be around these people. What happens is, hanging out with family for a couple hours becomes a whole week in a hole for you because you're trying to get back up to the vibration you were right before you showed up there with family. Okay, so you deserve better than that. We don't have to drop down to people's level anymore. Right? We are being asked to expand, to open yourself up so much into those new timelines, and not to ever contract down just to make someone feel better about their situation, or about their belief, right? Or about their perspective of the world. So it's not worth it. I suffered like this for many, many years, trying to hang out with people that were simply unaligned to me, trying to fit in, trying to, drop my vibration down just to be able to, see someone or hang out. And after a while, you realize that all you did was bring yourself down, and it wasn't worth it. And then that can also cause you to doubt your own beliefs. If you're hanging out with 10 people that are all on one side and you really see things completely different, you start questioning, am I wrong? Am I off? Am I out to lunch, right? So we need to trust that inner guidance. We can't worry about, fitting in with the crowd right now. You're meant to lead right now. You're meant to step into the unknown and create the future. And we can't let anybody hold us back right now. So know that if you're being shunned by family or friends, it's because your universe is trying to guide you into the highest timeline of your destiny. And everyone else is a distraction. Everyone else that's not on that same timeline will just send you off on a detour and get you further from your destiny. So even though these things cut to the heart, it's also about healing. So when we heal those deep core wounds of our inner child, especially with things like parents, it can cut so deep. But if we're able to love ourselves, even though we feel that no one else does, that is where the true healing comes. Then we get beyond the need to, worry about where everyone is, because we start seeing people for where they're at, right? We start seeing people acting out in those kind of teenage wounds or child wounds. And so we see people kind of almost like in high school. When you come from a very empowered state, then you don't take things so seriously. You don't take it as, these people don't love me. I can't believe these people don't want to be my friend anymore, right? You take out the victim mentality and you actually become so empowered because you start to see, wow, I see people for where they're at. And they're traumatized and they haven't done the work and they're not willing to even look at it yet. And that's fine, right? We can't save everybody. We can't try to influence everybody. We can't, constantly drop ourselves down just to be able to cope around someone or fit in anymore. Where you are going is the unknown. And only the strongest are willing to step into that darkness, into the unknown, with that trust, that inner guidance, knowing that they will create the new. Thank you so much, you guys. Don't forget to check out earth1111.com and please sign up and join our community. It's completely free. And thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to share it, comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you very soon. I'm Roxanne. This has been Earth 1111. Thank you. Bye-bye.